Moderation helps everyone feel safe. Build a positive live chat experience for you and your viewers. Choose who can participate. Set a delay. I don't know what that means. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here. I hope that you can hear me. It's not working now. Come down one. I'm super low now. Okay, hold on. This is live. Why? Let's see. Does that work? Nope, it doesn't work. Does this work? Yep, that works. I'll figure it out someday. That was 38 seconds of me trying to figure things out, and I appreciate you guys coming out. So if you guys are new to the channel, thank you so much for coming out. This is what we're going to do here. This is about just kind of going through my journal that I wrote 2 years ago, I believe. Published last year. It's called I'm Not Okay. Check it out in the description box below. And I'm going to go through the journal entry. And a lot of it is, some of these entries are very simple, very short. So in these things, I go into more detail of what it is. And I think I'm going to stop explaining and taking up your time of what it actually is. But if you're new, thank you for coming in. I do appreciate it. I talk about mental health. I talk about depression, bipolar, because that's what I have. Right? I'm not going to say that's who I am, because that's not who I am. But that's what I have, and that's what I experience. So this one, we're moving into March 21st, 2020. Be strong. Life is not going the way you imagined it to be. You will have obstacles, and if not, then you're not truly pursuing something you love. This time is very weird, but I have to help people stay on track and be the crutch for them. They need me right now. Everyone is confused. Everyone is splitting up. Be the crutch and show that you care about them. I love you guys. So here I'm realizing that I'm trying to convince myself, honestly, that everything is going to be okay, right? Because I know in my heart that it's not. There's something I'm on these days in this month that I started feeling hopelessness. I started feeling like this is not going to work out. Like, how are we going to do this? Like, I did not understand anything that was happening, from closing the gym for a short period of time to moving everything outside, to people to complete quarantine where we weren't even allowed outside, right? Like, how do I make this happen? So a lot of things that I was thinking was, putting it online, starting different groups, what times are they going to happen? And everything started getting bumbled up. And a lot of me was not thinking about my mental health and where it's going, but I was thinking about other people's. Like, I want them to be able to do something. I want them to be able to work out, keep their minds right. Don't let them get depressed, because they're important to me. Not letting them in. That's my job, I guess you could say too, right? Is to make them feel better about themselves, do better, be better. And at the same time, I always end up taking the backside of these stories, and little by little, I'm sure it catches up to me. Right? So March 22nd, the world is starting to collapse on me. I have to find a way to make this thing called Crank work. Crank is my gym. It will be different, but it shouldn't be too long. You've got this. Just hang in there. You fucking got this. Now, this is in italics. This is the message to my kids. If the world is collapsing, rocks on your head, try to find a small hole and move one pebble at a time. Okay, so that there tells you exactly where I was. Remember how I said I was trying to convince myself? Well, the next day I was completely trying to convince myself by saying things like, you've got this, just hang in there, you fucking got this. When you start talking to yourself that way, you have to start looking deeper into what's actually happening. Because when you find yourself in, I want to say, not turmoil, but confusion, that's a time where you have to be silent and really figure out what's presently happening right now. Like, is it you overthinking what's going to happen, or what you already lost, or the most important thing is what's happening right now? Like, what's happening? What was happening right there? Right there were signs for myself to fucking stop. Right? That's what I should have did. That's what then, you could say live in the past, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I always say, like, I tried too hard to make it work. I tried too hard to make it benefit everybody. Some people may say you're wrong. You did the best you could. And it did. I'm guaranteed. But at that point, I don't know. I kind of kept hanging on. It's almost like, I don't know. I don't know what it's like, actually. So let's go to number 3. So let's go to day 3 and see what happens here. March 23rd, 2020. And let me don't take that with a grain of salt. I have to think more about that. Patience is going to be the key to this all. I don't know if I have enough in my tank. This COVID shit is starting to get to me. There's so many changes too fast. I don't even have a second to think. My whole routine is being thrown off. The dog day is coming, and I'm not looking forward to that. This is going to be interesting, but you can do this. Let's get to work. Dog day. So dog day was a day we were putting 2 of our dogs down because they were getting old. And Switch is by far my favorite person in the entire planet. So here COVID was getting to me. The changes, you have no idea. Like people that didn't have a business, right? They dealt with change, right? They dealt with not being able to go outside. They dealt with not being able to have, or just having their kids home the entire time. They dealt with I lost my whole career. I lost everything that mattered to me at that time. I lost friends. I lost the love of fitness. I lost my gym. I lost money. I lost my dogs. That's a lot. And I go back to this one. If the world is collapsing on your head, try to find a small hole and move one pebble at a time. I want you to imagine being under rocks, right, and finding one small hole. That hole is enough just to breathe. Now I want you to imagine trying to move one pebble at a time and trying to move everything just so you could breathe and have a little bit of movement in air. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of mental fortitude. It takes a lot of strength to be able to withstand suffocation that long. And it's weird that I'm reading this because I can't, like, my whole routine was gone. And I know there's people that have jobs, right? The thing is, you still had your job, right? You still got a paycheck, able to pay your bills. Little by little, the money that came in to support my family went away, right? It's a dryer. And people stayed, thank goodness. But man, talk about fighting for nothing. Or not nothing. Talk about fighting for just enough, if that. I'm very fortunate to have friends and family that were there for me to help take care of me, but I'm a person as selfish as the next that likes to do everything on his own. That's a very ego speaking way, but that's the way I was. Now. No problem. It's still difficult for me to accept help. It's still difficulty for me to accept things, but I'm working on allowing that energy come towards me now. Whether it's a gift or a thank you or a compliment or money or I say gift or and love, right? Even things like that. Like stop. And if you know me, it's like if you give me a compliment, I will turn that around really fast and give you 10 more because I hate compliments. I hate it, right? But deep down inside, you want it. And one day say, hey, did I look good in that outfit? And then it's like, no, stop. You look better. I always deflect the emotion or the gesture towards you. If someone gave me $20, I'd give someone 40. That's just kind of the way it is for me. And then with this, Dog Day was coming, and this is like that's a rough day. So let's go to one more, okay? Because this will be the end of the chapter after two more. So the next one will be the end of chapter 1. March 24th, 2020. You will fight you will fight with people. You will fight with the ones that mean the most to you. I have a booger coming out of my nose, and I'm going to wipe it on my sleeve. Because as I said, fight, booger shot out. Let's say it again. You will fight people. You will fight the ones that mean the most to you. Mom, Dad, will I ever be enough for you? I'm sorry, I'm not perfect. I'm sorry, I'm not the person you designed me to be. But I am. I am respectful. I'm hardworking. I'm tough. I'm caring. I'm a great father. I'm a great husband. I'm a great son. I'm resilient. And I'm a loving soul. So, in actuality, I'm everyone you wanted me to be, plus more. And you taught me this. So thank you, and I love you. It's very difficult to say those words to myself because it's still in a stage of accepting these things and actually believing them. And I don't think I get emotional because I don't believe them. I think I get emotional because I want to fight the idea of me accepting those thoughts. And yeah, it's a tough, not being what your parents want you to be is very difficult. It's a very difficult thing to say no to. And in my culture, Philippine culture, they want you to be things, right? They want you to be, first off, hardworking, right? Live in America, make money. And by doing that, you can get a job being a nurse or something, computer guy, and that's it. But like an artist, a fitness person, a bartender, a server, it doesn't count because it's not something you earned a degree for and then used it. And my parents are supportive as hell. Supportive in every way possible. Right? But in the mindset that I'm in, I'm combating everybody because I'm watching my dreams deflate. I'm watching things that I've worked very fucking hard for, go away little by little. It's almost like watching, like in a movie when someone's made of something and then at the end they start turning into dust, like their body starts to there goes the face, goes away, and then finally there's just their feet left, or maybe backwards, the other way. That's kind of what it felt like living in that time. I felt like every piece of my soul was going away little by little, and I'm no longer a human being anymore. I'm just a something that's trying to make something do something. And that was it. But for that last excerpt, like, I remember this fight. Like, I remember this fight. Will you ever be good enough for you? This was a time where it was like, it's not a real job type conversation we had. This is not a job that's safe. This is not a good job. There's no insurance. There's no this. There's no that. A lot of you should have. Coming from the best place possible, right? A parent. But that was not my calling. That's not what I want to do. So as much as I talk about struggling, and as much as I talk about losing my career and my dream, that was my choice. And I owned up to it. That was literally my choice to go into fitness, to open a gym, to do everything I did. And I was in that situation because of my picking. And a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't go in a direction of what they feel is best for them. Most people go into the direction of what they feel is best for others. Like your parents, or your friends, or your teachers even. Because of confusion. Right? No one knows how to settle into confusion. No one knows how to settle into patience. I never knew I was going to own a gym. I didn't think so until I was 30. I just knew I was good at it, But most people know what they're good at, and what makes their, I always want to say soul, because what makes your soul alive is something you actually give a shit about. Like, you don't need, I don't need money for what I did. I mean, I need money to keep the roof, right? I needed money, obviously, to keep the business going. That was the business part. But doing what I did, helping people through fitness and making them feel better and making them fucking understand that exercise and that lifestyle is important for them to live and breathe and have a great life, that was important to me, to spread that word. That was, quote unquote, a religion to me, because I believe it makes everyone better. So I chose that path, right? That was my choice to open and go into fitness as a career. So with all that said, like all the crumbling that happened, that's on me. Right? That's just part of my decision. And I'm sure at some point in life, you're going to find something that's going to crumble you down in life. And you're going to want to blame everyone else. Guys, I could blame COVID for everything that's happened to me in the past 3 years. And I was blaming COVID for it. COVID and the government, and they didn't help me, and I didn't get any loans, and I didn't know where I got a loan, but thank God I got a loan, right? Because I had to pay out my contract. I broke the lease, a 5-year contract lease, and pretty much I gave it to the landlord, right? I gave the money that the government gave me right to him, just so we didn't have to go into a court dispute, like, because I'm breaking contract. Because he wanted to hold me. Legally, that's what happens when you sign a contract. So how do you get a contract? You pay him off. But like I said, that was a choice, and you're going to have to make a choice. And if that was your choice, then you can't blame nobody. Right? You just accept it. You accept the fact that things got rough. You accept the fact that things are getting nasty. And then you have to accept the fact that things are going to change. And then you have to adjust with that change. Is it going to happen in a month? Nope. I'm still working on it, people. But I'll tell you right now, going back to the other quote, I'm starting to move more than just pebbles. Still got some rocks covered in, but there's a lot more light shining through. So I'm going to close it on that. Thank you guys for coming out to part 3. I can tell this is going to be a very long series because I just talk a lot. and we got through March 24th, which was a huge one. Thank you guys, for letting me read that, because that was almost like a lot of affirmations towards myself. But next time we go through the 25th, and 25th starts with guilt is my weakness. I feel guilty for a lot of things I do or have done. My work is trying to let stuff go. I know I can do it, but this is going to get tough. And we're going to talk about that next time. Guys, if you can, I'll be here live again. So subscribe up to the channel so you make sure that you become a part of that. You get some notifications for that. It is our podcast number 78. I'll be going live as usual. It's been working out that way. So I'm going to go into the Jersey to Vegas podcast live that day. If you also, I always ask people at the end is if you can, I'm trying to grow this YouTube channel, not by subscribers, but just to get monetized, right? Which means you don't have to do anything. Right? All you gotta do is watch some videos. So if you could watch some videos and just let it play, not shorts. Shorts don't work to the algorithm. So if you could watch some videos and just fucking let them play, while you go to before you go in the shower, you're not gonna use your phone. Just find a long video and just press play. And then when you're done taking the shower, don't even listen to it. You don't even gotta listen to it. When you're done taking the shower, I'm going to say something else. When you're done taking the shower, because I was picturing everybody naked. When you're done taking the shower, then you can finish. Then get it out. Because I need to get 4,000 hours in this year. And I'm at 300-something hours. So my shorts are starting to move up, but I definitely need more watch time. And that will help me kind of fill the algorithm. So again, thank you guys so much for all your help. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for our podcast, Jersey to Vegas podcast. It's the theme is I'll be happy when. Very interesting, right? All right, I gotta go pick up my son. I'm gonna do the this is called the sign off. All right, guys, peace out. Oh my God, I can't stand up. Now, if I had a remote, right? If I had a remote control, I'd be able to stop that, but I don't. So, thanks, guys. Peace. I don't have friends either here.